Okay, so it seems that we have another update on the whole ChaChaChilla situation. Now, this one has been a pretty crazy one so far, where they're all starting from that one Minecraft SMP thing, where essentially they tried to call out an entire VTuber agency over the fact that someone called her inferior, or didn't even call her inferior, to be fair. They just said the word inferior about someone, which I think is pretty crazy. And obviously a lot of people were kind of calling them out on the fact that, hey, you know, this isn't really an offensive thing. But it seems like since then it has gone off the deep end and gone even further. And if you guys want to look through some of the previous videos that I've made on this situation, we've covered everything up until this point, including recently the Google Doc, which she dropped literally yesterday, I think it was. It's 12 pages long. We went through it in the last video, and yeah, essentially there's a ton of screenshots and stuff, and a lot of people just aren't buying it because, again, this has been a very common thing that has been coming out from ChaChaChilla. They've just been constantly addressing things, constantly bringing things out, constantly bringing up Google Docs, constantly bringing up this and that, which at this point people are fed up of them trying to act like the victim and just want them to kind of move on and get the hell off of Twitter because, again, it is the most kind of healthy space to be around, and just getting off Twitter is the main kind of goal for a lot of people, right? And, well, it seems that they have now been called out in terms of lies in their Google Doc, which, to be honest, isn't that surprising considering some of their previous behavior with obviously using AI in one of their apologies and stuff and everything like that. And, again, people have been very, very kind of skeptical about some of the kind of screenshots and stuff that they put in here. And this one comes from Hades Mythos, who obviously... if you don't know, a lot of the Google Doc is towards apollomythos, who obviously is... yeah, with Mythos, and Hades is another member of that group, right? They say, bruh, this is fake. This is a screenshot you claimed that was of my conversation with Apollo. Don't think I don't know. This conversation never happened, and I do not type like this. Want to know how I would have typed? I would have used actual emojis because I've been a Nitro user for years, and anyone who knows me knows this. So yes, you did submit fake screenshots to our manager to try and have Apollo punished and justify the weird obsessive behavior. And yeah, obviously that is essentially what Hades had to say about that, which, again, if that is true, then obviously that kind of pokes a hole in the kind of credibility of a lot of this kind of document, right? Because they did include it in here as evidence, and obviously, as Hades is mentioning here, this isn't how they type. This isn't, you know, what they, you know, would do. And again, I do think that is pretty interesting, right? So, Chacha, I don't know if you'll read this, you probably will, but genuinely, please stop. Please try to find a happier life for yourself than this. I understand IRL being hard, but relying and being this invested in the internet will only continue to poison your mind. I want you to genuinely help yourself and take a step back, because at this point, you're making so many enemies that even if you did try to change for the better, people would stop at nothing to harass you anytime you do anything online. So please take a step back and just try to live your actual life offline for a while. I don't want this situation to make you do things you cannot reverse, so this needs to stop, which, yeah, is 100% true. You know, I think that, you know, this situation in general has been the most overblown, kind of dragged out situations I think I've ever seen, because of how much ChaChaChilla is just bringing out constantly and making it worse for themselves, right? Nobody is like kind of exposing them with new info, really, apart from the original time. It's constantly ChaChaChilla, you know, stepping on the rake, and it keeps going up and hitting her in the face, right? And again, this is just another case of this. And even like Hades is now starting to feel bad, saying, hey, you know, just go offline. You need to get off of Twitter and just live a normal life, else this is not going to be reversible. People are always going to remember you for this and for this Google Doc and for the fact that you lied and everything like this, right? And it's not going to look good, because as we know, ChaChaChilla has had multiple kind of personas and stuff, and multiple VTuber kind of avatars and everything like that, which again kind of proves how much she's had to change her, you know, looks in over time, and how much she has had to kind of go from the beginning. And this probably is going to be another one of those cases, right? And obviously people have been replying to this as well, saying she's super nice. No one has talked like this in 20 years. He said, not to mention how would she even get a screenshot of your convo with Apollo if this was real? Any normal person, if wanting to confront her with why Apollo was warning about her, would have sent her less of the convo than that. They say this looks like it was made by cutting out individual letters from a newspaper and gluing them onto a grey background. Said, "You don't even type like that, lol. We've had a few conversations and none of them resemble this." Said, "Oh, she is known to make out conversations using her alt accounts. Many so-called proofs are either things taken out of context from ages ago or completely fabricated. Check the timestamps of all these images. All of them say today. Who documents all convos on the same day?" Which again, yeah, could be true, but at the same time, this doesn't say today. To be fair, this actually says back in 2024. Which again, I think is pretty crazy, but at the same time, you can also change the information of a screenshot like this. It's very, very easy to Photoshop things. It's very, very easy to kind of move things around, right? And yeah, that's how it is here too, as you can see. Again, it is very, very easy to kind of doctor Discord messages and stuff. Now, I don't know as for some of these other things, whether they are also real or not. Again, that will be up to the people that have had these conversations with them to kind of verify whether they are real. But again, as I said, it does kind of poke a hole in a lot of the credibility. Well, I say credibility. I mean, I don't think ChaChaChilla really had any credibility to start with going into creating this Google Doc. But I think it loses even that kind of a, argument, I guess, that people might have in terms of supporting her, right? And obviously, there's been even more people as well saying, "Cha, here's an example where you make a claim about something, like how you admitted to blank baiting, never saying Apollo made you, but your mother did. You were committing slander towards her. Stop it and get some help." And obviously, they said, "I did something bad a month ago, which is why I left you. It didn't involve you. So what did you do?" Or Liz. And then obviously they told them what they did. And then I said, "And I did blank bait. And I regret it." So again, they literally admitted it as well. And obviously said, "Sorry, correction, opening herself to liability since slander is spoken. But you get the point." And they're saying, "Yeah, I'm tired, boss." I said, "Same man, same." Which obviously, yeah, a lot of people were tired of this. Lots of people don't want to have to go through this. Lots of people don't want to have to argue this. It's very obvious who's in the right and wrong here. But again, ChaChaChilla just feels like it's like necessary to constantly keep dragging out this situation. And I don't know if it's because they're getting a lot of attention or something like that. That's why they're doing it. Or if they're just stupid. I don't know. But again, at the end of the day, they are getting quite a bit of attention from it, right? There's been more people as well saying, "I need to say something because I found out that you're the same person who messed with me and my friends, and my close friends, sorry. You're not sorry. You've messed with so many people I care about. And you've caused so much hurt in the past. Genuinely get help this time. Stop falsely saying you will you will and actually do something for once with your life. I'm sick and tired of you creating rebrands, tricking some of us by using fake alter ego voices and starting stuff all over and over again. Get off the internet for a good amount of time and seek a certified mental health professional. You've ruined a very special moment for me when I got raided by Camilla, making it about you when you pushed yourself on my stream after the GGD collab. Essentially lying we were good friends to take advantage of Camilla raiders so that you would get free followers and subscriptions, which you did end up getting through your constant self-promoting while I was super overwhelmed." So yeah, they were obviously pretending to be closer than they were in the chat, which I think is crazy. They said, "You should talk me so much of the community to the point that you tried coming to me with where I shut you down because you tried shit-talking my friends, so you stopped talking to me altogether. Says you disgustingly have doxed people that I'm mutual with. You committed some actual heinous crimes if those allegations are also true. Said this isn't just about social drama. This is about you needing to actually self-reflect and either become a better version of yourself as an adult woman should, or continue to be blacklisted as well as reported to the authorities for the deeds you've done. Get help, bunny. I mean it. No bullshitting around anymore. We're both autistic, but you're not 12 years old, just learning her first social cue for the first time." And obviously, yeah, they put some screenshots there saying, "Yeah, fair, but I've tried ignoring this, but it didn't go away. The person even tell me what they supposedly were showing proof of." And then they say, "Yeah, I'm not sure. I know, actually, I can say they're not the type to be in drama or things. I have no clue what's going on, but I tried to ask blank if the person who talked to them is willing to talk to you about these issues, and if you both can resolve what's going on. This has been going on for 2 years. Somebody has been spreading rumors for 2 years. I know it started with blank, but I thought she stopped." So it seems like they're blaming it on other people. And obviously, yeah, you can see that is the kind of special event that they did I'm guessing that's the one that Camilla raided into, as proof that, you know, that event did happen. Obviously, a lot of people are saying the fact that each day someone new comes out and talks about her basically is impressive. So basically saying the same thing. Yeah, obviously they are saying the same thing, essentially, is impressive. I'm impressed she's managed to screw over so many people and go so long without being recognized. There's no, like, I'm genuinely shocked. I even commented on the Minecraft situation, not knowing it was her until Apollo posted about it, and I was like, what, WTF? I genuinely thought she deleted her PL and just moved on in life, which, again, yeah, is not the case, right? And I think that is pretty crazy that they are still obviously going after people, and some people have been, I guess, kind of tricked in the sense that, you know, they have fell for the changing of their, you know, life, of their kind of personality and things. And then finally, just kind of want to add at the end as well, because obviously the Google Doc was about Apollo Mythos. Apollo has been essentially kind of not even getting involved in any of this, which, to be honest, I think is probably one of the best things to do for now. Obviously, it seems like she's struggling with stuff. I don't know if it's to do with that. But again, obviously, I think the best course of action for her is just to literally carry on streaming, ignore anything that comes out from ChaChaChilla, because everybody knows that it's just false and that it's not true. You don't even have to, like, put out a response, to be honest, for people to kind of be like, okay, this person's just capping, and you know, they've been known to kind of lie and stuff. So again, I think that there isn't any need for a response anymore. It's just kind of like a, oh, you know, they did it again, what a surprise. And yeah, that's about what people will leave it at, right? But again, I just thought the situation was pretty crazy, especially with the calling out from other Mythos members. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code ChaChaChilla, get 10% off. Again, they got totally cool stuff over there. They've also got a Black Friday thing on tomorrow, on Friday, obviously. You got 20% off if you use my code ChaChaChilla. So again, not just 10% off, you get 20% off on Friday if you do use it. So definitely go ahead, do that, because again, that is the best time you can get to get a lot of money off GamerSubs. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, as I said, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.